Hey, this is Mucha Marapa from Matrix Global Media, and the gentleman that you're looking at on the screen here is Facebook's small to medium business director, Dan Levy. And over the last few years, Dan's been blazing quite a trail about the merits of small businesses being on Facebook. And in recent times, what really got my attention was what he said about Facebook, how he felt it could help small businesses. And I quote, "Facebook, it's not social media. It's marketing for businesses to reach the people who matter to them, where people spend more time than ever before. I think more and more businesses will see the benefits of platforms like Facebook, not just as a way to interact with customers, but as a way to drive sales." And that came out of Dan Levy's mouth himself, where he's actually saying that Facebook is a bona fide platform to drive sales. And brands like McDonald's have really warmed to that. It was a little bit more than a year ago that they began to get quite aggressive with their digital marketing. And then most recently, they have actually made a commitment to get 14,500 separate Facebook pages out by 2015. And it's not just fast food joints like McDonald's that are doing that. Luxury brands such as Harrods are also really embracing the social media. You can see here where they were advertising for a job, and actually on their job website they are also very keen on having somebody come and manage their social media. Now, when you start looking at things like LinkedIn, they had an infographic that said 10 hot job titles that barely existed 5 years ago. Number 4 was the social media intern, and number 10 was the digital marketing specialist. So once again, this is just really underlining that need there is out there for digital marketing and social media jobs. And when Dan Levy had a recent interview, one of the things that he sort of really made emphasis on was the fact that there are now 30 million pages. Now, if you look at the top here in the red box, the question was put to him, and that was that more and more businesses are saying that they need somebody to work with them, a little bit more support. And at the bottom here in the yellow, you can see where Dan has answered, where he says, "We think this is going to be the future of where we go," which is really targeted help and support. So that's on Facebook. The business owners love the platform, but they're beginning to just say that, we probably need a little bit more help. We're busy. We don't know as much about the business, and the ins and outs of Facebook. And it was even acknowledged where he says this is going to be the future. So that begs the question then, how can we all get a piece of that? If we're interested in managing social media, managing Facebook pages, and there are going to be a lot of businesses who are also asking the question, where do we start? Well, a good place to start will be with a free ebook that I've created. It's called 7 Well-Paid Services You Can Provide as a Facebook Marketing Manager. And basically in that, we go through 7 skilled services that you can combine or you can offer on a bespoke basis. How to effectively use Facebook. Early on I had shown you Dan Levy, and we talk a little bit more about the things he said about the ways to maximize a presence on timeline. I talk about one skill that will put you in the top 1% of all Facebook managers. We talk costings. What do you charge? It's all very well known that all this works out here, but how do you work out what you're going to charge your customers? And then finally, a section on how and where to effectively outsource. Because the beautiful thing about it is, although there are 7 skilled services, you wouldn't have to do them all yourself. There's also a bonus audio on getting clients and also a video series on getting Facebook clients. Once again, you get the skills, you'll understand the services, but then how do you find people who actually are willing to pay you for what you have to offer? And believe me, the jobs are out there. They're out there in the States, they're out there in Europe, they are full-time, they have temporary jobs, they have freelance work. There is a lot of work out there. And if you look on, for example, the LinkedIn social media manager jobs section, you'll see over 2,500 social media jobs being advertised. And the other beautiful thing about it, the reason I've really narrowed down onto Facebook here, is because when you get existing organizations who are looking for a social media manager or a digital marketing manager, I personally think there's actually a time and place to go in there and just say that Facebook is your specialty. So once again, when we look at what Dan Levy said, and we're looking at businesses and looking to tap into businesses that are looking for bona fide ways to drive sales, I think Facebook provides that. And you know, when we go back to McDonald's and the sort of big efforts that they've been making, they took on a very, very talented agency called Razorfish. But you know, when we look at Razorfish on LinkedIn and you see that they've got 2,676 employees, and yet they're looking to manage 14,500 pages, you can see where there's a bit of a disconnect. And I think there's a fantastic opportunity for people like you and me. And then finally, when you begin to look and you people advertising, social media marketing manager, and they get specific about what they're looking at Facebook, you see here posting several Facebook posts each day and finding new ways to leverage Facebook for professional and business purposes. And that's exactly what this ebook will do. All you have to do is just register on this page here. You'll get it instantly. It's an instant download, and you can go well on your way to learning how to become one of them. So just click the link on the download now button below, and your ebook will be sent straight to you.